All right, all right, all right. What's up, boys? All right, what's going on, everybody? We are doing from the website 2024 Big League half case break, half blaster case break number 27. I thank you all for purchasing and getting into this break. I know it took some discounts at the end to get it done, but we got it done. So I thank you all very much. I apologize for the delay from yesterday. I had something come up that unfortunately I had to take care of. So here we are today on a Tuesday, doing a little break. What's up, Jake? How are you, buddy? We're not doing eBay, so we don't have to do the spiel or anything. We'll just say, hey, what's going on, everyone? We'll go over the teams and we will get rolling. Um, One thing I will say, we had that Heritage Blaster breakup on the website. I think there's only 7 teams left. Um, we will have to fill that through the website because I can't put those on eBay. So if anyone's interested, go check that out. Once we get that filled, we'll break that too. Their blasters are sitting here waiting to be broken. So only a couple teams left. Grab another one, grab one, whatever, and we'll do that. We can do that tomorrow night if we sell it. All right, let's go over the teams. D-backs, Michael Y. Braves, Tim P. Orioles, Michael Y. Red Sox, Robert H. Cubs, Ben A. White Sox and Reds, Robert H. Guardians, Rockies, Tigers, Jake C. Royals and Astros, Ben A. Angels, Robert H. Dodgers, Jake C. Brewers, John T. Twins, Chris F. Marlins, Tim P. Mets, Robert H. Yankees is Emmett. What's up, buddy? Hope you're feeling better. A's, Ben A. Phillies, Matty T. Pirates, Ben A. Cardinals, Matt M. Padres and Giants, Robert H. Mariners, Emmett. Rays, John G. Rangers and Blue Jays, Robert H. and Jacob C. is the Nationals. John A. What's up, bud? All right, let's. Oh, where's my blade? Where's my blade? Oh, there it is. All right, let's open some cards. We got a lot of cards to open. See what 20 blasters the big league will give us. Just watching Ranger Suarez finish a complete game shutout. Something you don't see a lot in baseball anymore because they're always on a pitch count. You throw too many pitches. I think of those guys back in like the 30s and 40s. They used to pitch like every day. Guy would have like 70 starts a year. He pitched like 6 games in the World Series. And Volpe, rare for the Yanks. For Emmett. Frelick and the Riz. 3 autos. All right. It's a good over-under. Let's see. Oh, we do have the oranges, too. That's right. I forgot. Dominguez rookie. Francisco Alvarez and Ke'Bryan. Slider and Logan Webb. Eduardo Julian. Orange. Corbin Carroll. Good vibrations. Good vibrations. Trying to make some piles here. Chris, what's up, buddy? What do you think of that over-under, Chris? You down with that? Zach Geloff to the moon. Pena. Corbin Carroll. Bo Naylor orange. And Devin Williams on the electric orange. Mountcastle. Spencer Steer. Hey, Grandpa, what's a complete game? Jordan Walker. It's true, man. It's so rare. Like he threw, so Ranger Suarez had one tonight. He threw 112 pitches. He's like 29 years old. This is only the second one in his career. I'd want to check, Chris. You usually like our in-house odds maker. My hands working. Encarnacio Strand and Castellanos. Good vibrations. Excitation. At least I'm singing the Beach Boys version tonight. Screech. Lars. James Outman, orange. Michael Harris and Josh Jones. Shohei. Jack Peterson. Henry Davis, rookie. Pause. Matt McLean. Dominguez, rookie. Ooh, Jose Ramirez, red. Super rare for Cleveland. For Jake. Evan Carter to the moon. Yoshida. Little rare, super rare red. Marte rookie. And Bryson Stott, electric orange. Lawler and Garcia. Shohei and Ozzy Albies. Contreras. David Ortiz to the moon. And Dansby. Now, that's not a bad pull out of a fat back. So, a couple weeks ago, we pulled that red Ellie out of one of the hobby boxes, and the guy who bought in, who had the spot, it seems he's new to breaking. I think it was like his first break ever or whatever, right? So, I sent it out on Monday, and I think the break was on Saturday or something. And of course, it's, taking a nice long detour. And I mean, it's not like 4 days later, the guy's all over me about, where's my package? Oh, you haven't shipped it. I'm like, look, it shipped. Look at the tracking, man. It shipped. I was like, I don't know where it is. You got to give it time. Sometimes things take a while in the mail. It just happens. There's nothing you can do about it. But he's like emailing me every day. And I'm just like, dude, you gotta give it a little time. I can't even file there's a Paul Goldschmidt rare for the Cardinals for Matt. Raymond and Spencer Strider. I was like, it's so early. I can't even file a missing mail, request or anything. You got to give it like a week or whatever. So finally, I did file a missing mail thing. And the next day it turns up. It's in Phoenix, Arizona. The guy lives in New Hampshire. I'm like, how does that happen? Like, Forest Wall, orange. Like, I don't even get it. The guy's in New Hampshire. How did it get to Phoenix, Arizona, of all places? I mean, it's on its way now. I think it's going to be delivered tomorrow or something like that. But still, I'd love to know what screws up in their system that sends it all the way to the opposite end of the country. It's been happening more lately too, which is really annoying. Because look, I get it. People want their cards. That's the reason why I ship so fast. I want to get you your cards as quickly as I can, but sometimes there's a Luciano rookie orange. They go on these trips and it's like you gotta wait it out. It's coming. It's coming, I promise. Frelick rookie. Well, yes, some do. And I mean, honestly, sometimes I am. I mean, it depends. It kind of depends on the days when people buy into. So I've become more accustomed because there's so many regulars to you guys. So many of you guys are regulars. Like I want to try and keep the shipping charges down as much as I can. So if we do this usual schedule where we're going like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday sometimes, I used to ship Thursday, Friday, and then ship Saturday, Sunday, like separately. But you guys would have to pay separate shipping for both of them. So, and the way most of you guys are cool if we wait until Monday to start shipping, or to ship out on Monday, Mason win, and that way I can just, if you're in breaks every day, I just charge it. I don't charge you the extra shipping. But so I try to get a lot of it out on Monday because I want to make sure Thursday and Friday stuff gets out so it's not sitting too long, Um, so I kind of like go out of my way on stay up Sunday night and try to get a lot of the Thursday stuff out at least. Max Fried Electric Orange. Um, but the other thing is too, ever since the post office changed the ground advantage thing, they take longer to ship. Um, what used to be like for some of you guys, I would get a thing that like if I put it in, like say it was going to Minnesota or Wisconsin, where some of you guys are, it would be like 3 days. Now it says 5 days. And they usually you guys get it in 3 days, but they don't. Ever since they changed the ground advantage, they're saying, well, it might take a little longer, you know. But yeah, I inevitably always get somebody who, like every couple weeks, who's like, "Where are my cards?" Like, really? They just went out, man. Like, and you try to explain, but usually they're newer to the system, so you know. And I tell them like, I'm waiting to see if you buy in, like, because if you buy in, let's say you buy in on Thursday and then don't buy in again until Saturday. Well, if I ship your cards from Thursday, then you're gonna have to pay full shipping again on Saturday. But if I wait, then you know, just pay $1 per team. And usually that's what most people want, you know. Phoenix is the new New Hampshire. Well, then you get the other people who like, there's two ends of the spectrum. I think there's some people who are so rich they don't care. Like, doesn't matter how many times I ask them, and these are regular people to the breaks. And I mean, I appreciate them being there, but they pay for every single team individually, individual shipping. And then I get to Sunday, Monday when I'm like doing all the shipping, and they've paid like $70 in shipping charges. And I'm like, and I have to refund them all. And it's like, if you just wait for a combined invoice, you don't have to pay. But they just want to pay it the second they get it. It's so weird because I don't have that automatic payment thing set up that a lot of people do. Like, because I can't combine shipping for people. You know, I know some guys like you have to pay them all individually, and I don't know why anyone would do that to people. Jordan Westberg, rookie orange. Sometimes those people, I think, like maybe I shouldn't refund it. You know, maybe they just don't care. Andrew Abbott. They don't want to be able to sleep at night. Yeah. Believe me, if you knew how much time I spend doing refunds, oh, that's the one thing every week that drives me crazy. I'm like, why can't you just wait for an invoice? Tyler Sutterson, we seem to be getting a lot of rookie oranges. Acuna to the moon, Acuna to the moon. Yeah, well, for the amount of top loaders I go through, do you know I was in three random breaks on Whatnot recently. I don't know why. I was just bored one day. I wanted to be in some breaks, so I went on Whatnot because you know they're on 24 hours a day. I actually went to Fanatics Live first, but I just couldn't bring myself to buy anything over there. So I went to Whatnot and I bought into three breaks. One was a um, two case tribute player break. I bought a couple players in it, and it was a random thing. I spent like $100, $150, whatever. And then Colton Cowser rookie, Jason Dominguez rookie. I forget what the other two were, but the total I spent like I don't know, maybe $300 or $400 on breaks that afternoon. William Contreras electric orange, but they were from three different breakers. So I hit nothing in any of them. I mean, they were each one was worse than the next. And I was like, whatever. Like, I just was looking for something to entertain myself. And do you know that I received all three of those packages, and there wasn't not a single top-loaded card in any one of the three packages when I opened it. And I'm sure you guys realize, especially because you guys are such regulars, you realize I always have a top loader in the card because I think the way to pack cards properly, you need something hard in the back to stabilize them. So if the package does get moved around, they won't, you know, keep them from getting bent. And here I received these cards with nothing in them. And the guy who did who did the two tribute, the 2K's tribute random team, I just got some base cards. They weren't even in sleeves or anything. And I was like, wow, man, I spent like $150. This dude can't throw a couple sleeves on me. And I am not the picky guy. I just start questioning, like, am I overdoing it or what? I don't know. I like the way I do it. I think I think it looks good, and I think it gets there safely, you know. But I was like, man, I'm fooling myself. I'm spending way too much money on top loaders and stuff. Other people are getting away without using any. And then I saw another guy. Do any of you guys ever receive your cards from breaks in the savers, the card savers, the flimsy ones that they use for grading? I saw some guy doing that where he was putting the cards in card savers instead of top loaders. And I was like, really? Like, I don't think I'd be happy if I got him in like that. Shane Bieber, rare, blue for Jake. Like, I never even thought about you. Even when I send in cards for grading, I usually don't use those things. I usually still use top loaders. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm probably overdoing it, but oh well. Eddie Rosario, orange. Tatis and Jung. That's how Filth Bomb makes all that money over there, man. They don't, no top loaders, no, no sleeves. That's the key to becoming a millionaire. Ryan Jeffers, orange. Freeman to the moon. All right, John, we'll see you, buddy. Have a good one. I just don't think, like, I don't think it would be acceptable. You know what I mean? Like, look, unless the cards came in bent in half, I wouldn't complain, like, officially complain to anyone ever. But, like, I don't know. I thought if I would ship like that, people would be like, yo, what is this? You know? And I don't want to hear that. Most of what I do is to keep people from complaining because I don't like the only complaints, you know? Every time I see a new email on eBay, I'm like, oh, God, what now? Kenley Jansen, orange. Yuri Perez, electric orange for Miami. It's funny, the guy who had Pittsburgh in the first Vivid break over the weekend, where he hit like that triple and the Paul Skeens and stuff, he emailed me today. And I saw the email come up and I was like, oh, God, what now? And it was just like, dude, thank you so much for the break. I'm like, well, that's nice. You get someone to thank you every once in a while. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I suppose it'd be okay if it was Emerson Hancock rookie, if it was in cardboard, you know, De La Cruz rookie. I've never seen that. That was something I saw recently, the semi-rigid, and I thought that was. I mean, it honestly, I can tell you. Look, not that top loaders are expensive, all right, but you know, when you start going through a lot, they add up. I mean, obviously, I go through, usually like 3,000 or so regular top loaders a month. And I mean, again, not the topplers are crazy expensive. They were for a while during COVID. They were absurdly expensive. But I thought of that guy using those. I was like, man, he's saving a ton of money using those things. Judge to the moon. But see, the size of them too. I don't know how you would like team bag them. I don't think they fit team bags very well. I don't know. I have to get it. We'd have to get a new size. I'm not doing it anyway, so it's not even a Matt Chapman rare for Toronto. Billy the Marlin. Robert. It's funny. Saw this thing. I'm sure some of you guys. I'm sure some of you guys know Sports Card Nonsense on Facebook. It's a huge Facebook page. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of people who follow it. And it's interesting. Interesting stuff comes up on there. Sometimes I have it. I've subscribed to it. And Junior Caminero and Yandy Diaz. And this guy was saying how he had just put up a thing about how this is the right way to do business. And he had bought 2 cards from a guy. It was on eBay. Castillo and Bo Jackson. And he bought 2 singles from the guy. And the guy emailed him and said, listen, don't pay yet. I'm going to send you an invoice and combine your shipping. And he was basically saying, like, what a good guy this dude was to do this. And he's right. That's what you should do. I do the same thing when I sell singles. Like if somebody buys more than one, hold off. I'll send you an invoice. You can pay, the $1 extra or 50 cents extra or whatever it is. Mason Wynn rookie. Well, then of course, all the guys on there do is like bounce, jump on top of everyone. And the one guy's like, you're getting ripped off. He should be shipping. It shouldn't be more than 64 cents. You should be using the eBay envelopes and this and that, whatever. And I know it's a personal preference. I have never ever shipped a card plain white envelope ever in my life, and I don't like. And those guys' fight is, well, why would you ship a 99-cent card and have to pay $5 for a bubble envelope and this and that, whatever? But I won't, But I don't sell 99-cent cards either. I think that's a waste of money too, because you'd make nothing. I mean, when you break it down, you make like 12 cents in the end after paying eBay and all that. But I just don't think you should ship cards in plain white envelopes. I know a lot of people do it. Encarnacio Strand Orange, but I don't know. And not my thing, I guess. I just imagine they would get lost all the time if you ship them plain white envelope. Verdugo Electric Orange. Blooper. Trout and Stroman. Vladdy. Chris Bryant. Mascot. Did you guys see all these articles about Caitlin Clark today and how much she gets paid? Francisco Alvarez for the Mets, rare. For Robert. Like, I was reading this article earlier. And I mean, if you really break it down and you think about, okay, how old's the WNBA? Like 20, 25 years old. And I mean, they're a successful sports league. There's no doubt about that. But if you took like where the NBA or ABA was at that time, money wise, I'd say it's somewhat comparable. But like she's gonna make $76,000 her rookie year playing for Indiana, where like her male counterpart's gonna make 10.5 million. It's just like insane. And I was reading it, and they're like saying, "Oh well, it's but it's really just about the collective bargaining agreement that they have." I mean, and the fact that the NBA does 10 billion a year in sales, where the WNBA does like 200 million in sales. But I guess in the way the players and the owners participate in revenue sharing, you know, they get like 50% of all the revenues basically. So that's why they get paid so much. I think she should have held off and gone into the regular in the NBA draft. Not that it really matters because with the NIL and stuff now, the girl's already worth like 15, 20 million bucks. I mean, she's been hawking State Farm for like a year now and stuff. But it really is crazy. I mean, who knows? Maybe 20, 30, 40 years from now, women in NBA, WNBA will make, millions of dollars as rookies. But Kirby. Da, 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 da. Lance McCullers autograph for the Astros. Ben. Da, 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 da. An orange auto. Okay, where are we here? Yoshida Electric Orange. Oh yeah, no, I mean, last year her NIL money she made like $6 million or something like that in college. So I mean, that's the one good thing about the NIL. I mean, the hope is especially for like football and big basketball programs, it'll keep these kids in college. You know what I mean? If they can make money in college through their NIL agreement, then there's not a need to come running out to the pros just to get paid. You know, and they'll stay and finish their degrees and whatever. Because they said even like the kid from Tennessee, Milton, he ended up making like $2 million last year in his NIL thing. And I don't know if any of you guys or how many of you folks go to college sports, but since my son's at Tennessee now, I've been to some games this year, and it's so funny because they have like the regular pro shop and then the NIL shop and the NIL shop is like a hole in the wall, and if you go into the pro shop and you want to buy a jersey, it's $110, but there's no name on it. If you go in the NIL shop, it's $160, but it has the kid's name on it, and then he gets a cut. So if you're big enough, you can. Man, they said what's his name last year at Texas, the Manning kid who was a freshman, made more than anyone like in the whole country. He was great. He was making more than the NFL quarterbacks. He didn't even play, but people were buying his jersey. Rooker. Yeah, well, you and everyone else, Michael. I mean, that that one game, what was that? The Final Four game or the Elite Eight game was like the most watched basketball game since like what they say the 2019 NBA Finals. Machado Rare. I mean, they had like 24 million viewers for that game or something like that. That's pretty crazy. Somehow, women's sports have gotten back burnered. Like, if you want to see some real interesting history, look into women's soccer. I watched this whole thing about women's soccer. And in Europe during World War One, all the men were away fighting, and the women they had soccer leagues, kind of like they had the baseball leagues here in World War Two. And one of the most attended games in the history of soccer was a women's soccer game in 1919 or something like that. It was I don't know, like the English League Championship or whatever. It's 110,000 people at it. And then after the war was over, the women's league was still hugely popular. And then what they did is they outlawed it. That's what they literally did in England. They made it against the law for women to play soccer. And that went from 1922 until 1971. And then it still took soccer 20 years to kind of get, start getting some real, footing. I mean, now you look at the Women's World Cup and stuff, and they do really well. And but I mean, it took them a long time. But they were literally so upset in England that when the men came back from the war, people were more interested in watching women's soccer that they just made it illegal. They were like, all right, you're done. Forget about it. And it took 30 or 50 years for them to be allowed to play again. Dominguez rookie. Real mute too. Yeah, she shoots some sick 3-pointers, that girl, man. Christian Walker. Well, sometimes leagues need some too. I mean, certainly the WNBA is successful. It's been around for a long time. A lot of people who watch it. It's got television contracts. It's got all that. Most leagues starting out, they might have a year or two and then they fold because they just. But I mean, WNBA is not going anywhere. But I also think having someone who has such a recognizable face and that people seem to like so much, like this girl, could make that league jump by leaps and bounds. Newt Bar. I mean, it's not really fair to put it on her back, but it seems like she's there's been some great players that people have liked, but for some reason people really like this girl, and she can be the one to open a door for a lot of things: more money, more contracts, more advertising, more television. What was I reading today? That team that she got drafted to, what are they, Indiana something? I don't even know what they're called. They said 90% of their games are already scheduled for TV next year. Biasby. Pico Armstrong, Correa. I wonder if she said, I'm going to play in the NBA if somebody would have taken her in the draft. Somebody would have. Set up for WNBA games and specials. Oh, really? Yeah. Man, she's I mean, not just because of her talent, she just seems likable too, which is huge. You know what I mean? If you're not familiar with advertising and TV, famous people have what are called Q ratings. I mean, think of Ryan Reynolds and Dwayne Johnson probably have two of the highest Q ratings in entertainment these days. Everyone loves. Well, Taylor Swift, she probably has the highest Q rating of anyone because she's some kind of goddess to people. And it's not just we like them because people just like them. They seem very likable. She probably has a huge Q rating. That girl. So it's not just her talent; it's her personality too. Who used to have the biggest Q rating back in the 90s and into the 2000s was Tiger Woods by a long shot. And then, he started cheating on his wife and she beat him with a golf club. He wrapped a few cars around trees and stuff. So his Q rating's not quite there anymore. That's why I don't see so much advertising with him anymore. But You get famous and get a good Q rating, you're set. Oh, I'm sorry. 2, 4, 6, 8. Wait, 2, 5, 11. There's 11 more after this. Sorry. I'm just talking and not paying attention. Hell, look at what's his name? Dwayne Johnson. How long was he on how long was he Dominguez rookie to the moon. How long was he on WrestleMania last week? Like 15, 20 minutes maybe. You see, he got paid $9 million for that. Like, fly in, put on a thing, go out on stage for 20, 15 minutes. I didn't see any of it. I just saw like when he was walking in or whatever, but and we'll pay you $9 million bucks. Must be nice. Guy owns a football league for Christ's sake. Has anybody watched the UFL or whatever they're calling it? Christian Walker. I haven't seen any of it. I saw it was on this weekend. But it was right at the end of a game when I saw it. Cole Ragan's orange. And JT Real Muto orange. Just mad I don't have the Philadelphia Stars anymore. It does amaze me that they've had a hard time. I mean, USFL, I went to USFL games when I was a kid with my dad in the 80s when we had the Philadelphia Stars for the few years we had them. That's because my dad was just too cheap to take me to an Eagles game. Evan Carter and Carlos Correa. It was cheap. And the Stars were much better than the Eagles, too, to be honest. So, and it was a lot cheaper, but it amazes me with the love of football in this country how a spring league hasn't been able to really take a hold, All right, 11 to go. Although my son told me this past weekend it was Family Appreciation Week at Tennessee. And they had a spring football game, and they said like 90,000 people were at a spring football game, which is basically like a practice, And the place was like packed. Insane. Philly Fanatic and the Riz. Justin Steele. Volpe and Bryant. Webb and Witt. Lane Thomas. Jeets and Buxton. Bernie Brewer and Pena. Look at that thing. Acuna super rare for the Bravos for Tim. Nice one. India. Castellanos Orange. Kershaw and Frelick. Chipper Jones and Spencer Steer. Austin Wells, rookie orange. Nico and Goldie. All right, 10 down, 10 to go. Contreras and Ortiz. Jeet and Rizzo. Liam Hendrick, orange. Bernie Brewer and Ke'Bryan Hayes. Logan Webb and Tatis. Zach Wheeler. Kershaw and Buxton. Chipper Jones and Pena. Pete Alonso, super rare red for the Mets. Robert. Gallen and Ramirez. Devin Williams, rookie. Carlos Correa, orange for the Twinnies. Gapper and Steer. Everson Pereira, rookie. Corner and Alonso. Touch and Torque. Evan Carter and Strider. Alan Winnis, rookie. Nolan Ryan and Verdugo. Jazz and Mason Wynn. Andy Rodriguez. Slugger and Frelick. Ozzie Smith and Jeff McNeil. Freddie Freeman, super rare for the Dodgers. For Jake. Taylor Ward. And the Riz, Electric Orange. Judge and Kim. Gunner and Devers. Wade Jr. Yamamoto rookie. Eloy and Bojack. 8 to go. Gapper and Brent Rooker. Bichette and Gunner. Cunha Orange. Abbott and Lubob. Yamamoto rookie. Rangers captain and Max Muncy. Captain. J.P. Crawford. Bichette and Devin Williams. If you want my body, you think I'm sexy, come on, all right. Romuto Endeavors. Geloff and Walker. So we get another new release this week. Topps Chrome Black is out. Actually, tomorrow I think is the actual release date. We've had it since last Friday, but Jeremy Pena Electric Orange, arguably one of the best products of the year, is Topps Chrome Black. I know some people love it and some people hate it because the cases can tend to be hit or miss. But man, when they're on, they can be devastating. So we got full cases on Friday and Saturday night, both nights. Corbin Burns and J-Rod. Yeah. Yep. So we'll do a full case Friday night and a full case Saturday night. I got 4 cases. So came in last week. It's been sitting here. I could have sold it last weekend. Although I didn't want to, Topps to come and send a hitman after me. So I don't know why it went out so early this year. It's so weird. Sometimes you're waiting for the last minute for stuff to get here, and other times it shows up days and days before it even releases. So we got a little bit of everything this weekend. Topps Chrome Black, Heritage. I one last $5 set of Big League. I didn't even realize I still had it. It was on the shelf in the back. Other boxes were covering it. So one last Big League hobby break. And some other stuff. Yeah. Aros Arena. Blue. Oh, for John G. Slugger and Verdugo. Vladdy and Jazz. Bichette. Ozzy and Frelick. Judge and McNeil. Kirby and Walker. Elder. De La Cruz, rookie. Christian Walker, electric orange. Clark and Devers. Papa. Soler and Eloy. Bichette and Rooker. Yelich rare. Jordan Adams, rookie. De La Cruz, rookie. Bichette and Muncy. And Joey Gallo. Geloff and Williams. Realmuto and Snyder. Pete Crow Armstrong and Walker. Sean Murphy. Hutch for Pittsburgh. Orange. Dinger and Cease. Burns and Acuna. Mason Wynn rookie. Altuve and Correa. All right, 5 to go. Rooker and Royce Lewis. Will Smith for the Dodgers. For Jake. There is an autograph or there's no autographs? I don't know what you're talking about, Chris. Hunter Brown. Orbit and Andrew Abbott. Muncy and Vladdy. Are you just talking about this break? I thought you were talking about Topps Chrome Black. Pena and Devin Williams. That's all we got so far. Frank Thomas and Real Muto. Walker and Walker. De La Cruz. And Brent Rooker. Dominguez rookie. Oakland and Bernsey. Juan Soto, orange. Correa and Soler. Dominguez rookie. De La Cruz. Kutch. Strider and McGuire. Chris Bellamont rookie. Wally and Verdugo. Ozzy and Jazz. Cornelius rookie. Frelick and Torque. I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they do. I don't remember them being like hobby only on the checklist, but it's possible. George Kirby. Yeah, they have God boxes in every product now. For Kansas City, Hunter Dozier. Ben. Hunter Dozier. Spencer Strider. Kim and Win. Yeah, they started those last year. They're called magic boxes apparently, but everyone was calling them God boxes. They started with Bowman last year, and now they do it in every product where they do like 10 or 20 boxes with just full of hits, where there's like a hit in every pack. Somebody was saying that Leighton had a box of Heritage where they had a flip stock in every pack. It's pretty cool if you can find them. Evan Carter, orange rookie. J Rod and Eloy. Or like Chris said, they have hobby boxes that are magic boxes where like in big league where there's 18 autos in the box because there's one in every pack, that type of thing. Torkelson and Austin Riley. I personally like the God box terminology, but I guess Topps isn't down with that. So they call them magic boxes. J Rod and Gleiber. I think like I don't know. I'm not sure who came up with the God box thing. I think it was one of the breakers or something. Gunner Orange. Billy and Diaz. Robert, how are you, buddy? Castillo and Hapa. Joe Ryan. Dominguez rookie. Caminero and Stott. Mason Wynn rookie and JD Martinez. Super rare J Rod for Seattle. Very nice. For Emmett. Here you go, buddy. Riley Green and Caminero. Kettle Marte. And Sal Frelick orange rookie. Adley and Freed. Blooper and Stroman. Matos rookie. Yuri Perez and Nolan Arenado. All right, 2 to go. Dinger and Kutch. To find a job. A job what collector? Can't see what it says. Strider and Devers. Jason Hayward orange. Altuve and Verdugo. De La Cruz rookie. And Jazz. Oh, a J-Rod collector. I was like, a job rod? What? What is he talking about? Luke and Baker rookie. Fralick and J-Rod. Why, you got stuff to sell, Chris? Is that what you're saying? Wally the Green Monster and Jeff McNeil. You got stuff to move, man. Ozzy and George Kirby. Josh Jung Orange. Araz and Devers. With Merrifield. Ace and Eloy. All right, last box. Castellanos and Riley. Henry Davis rookie and Lars Nootbaar. Garcia. Eloy rookie. Josh Jung on the back. Blake Snell and Bryce Harper. Taiwan Walker. Lawler and Gray. Tony and Matt McLean. uh, uh, uh. There you go. There's the answer to your question. Mickey Mantle, legendary gold. For Emmett. There you go, buddy. They sit. Oh, we answered the legendary question. Mickey, a legendary gold. Caminero. Rendon. And Max Muncy orange. Frelick and Garcia. Ozzy Albies. And our last puck. No, they're to 10 copies, is what they're there, but they don't actually number them. They just go by their legend. They go by their levels: rare, super rare, legendary, all that type of stuff. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without y'all, and I do truly appreciate it. As I mentioned earlier, only a few teams left in the Heritage, in the Heritage half blaster case break. So as soon as we fill that, we'll break that guy too. Let's do a quick hit recap, and we'll get out of here. All right, so we got 8 billion oranges and rookie cards and electric oranges and all that. I'm going to go through them and pull out the good rookies and stuff and make sure they get taken care of. And then let's go through these. All right, rare blues, Volpe, Alvarez, Chapman, Bieber, Goldschmidt, Machado, Smith, Yelich, Arozarena. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blues. Super rare reds of J-Rod, Jose Ramirez, Freddie Freeman, Pete Alonso, and Acuna. 5 more there. We did have a legendary gold Mickey Mantle. Very sweet card there for the Yanks. And 2 autographs, Lance McCullers for the Astros and Hunter Dozier for Kansas City. So in the end, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 out of 20 boxes. Not terrible. Not too shabby. No, they do. Big League does have numbered cards. They're just a different set. There's definitely numbered cards in Big League. We've pulled more than a few of them this year. The odd number, you have 1-of-1s, you have numbered to 25, you have, but this, for the mains, this is rare, super rare, legendary. It's just a different way they do it. You can get them, both ways. So anyway, yeah, so there are numbered Big League parallels out there too. All right, folks, again, thanks so much for joining me. We'll get these out to y'all as quickly as we can, and at the latest, we'll see you guys Thursday. If we fill that Heritage before, we'll come and do that. So anyway, have a great night. Take care. Bye.